Good, happy Wednesday morning, May 13, 2020. Welcome to Wednesday. I'm Riley King, and welcome to this Wednesday morning edition of Good Morning, New Hampshire. It is time to rise and shine, everyone. Let's get this Wednesday off to a good start. Grab your cup of coffee, sit back, relax, and enjoy some Good Morning, New Hampshire, where we have a little bit of everything for you in this program. But first, we're going to start with the local news, so let's dive into your local news first. First up, 9 additional COVID-19 related deaths announced in New Hampshire. 81 new cases, 1 new hospitalization. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Strict attention to detail. That's what sets Kubota construction equipment apart. It's how we maximize performance, increase strength, and
right now, new numbers on COVID-19 here in the Granite State showing that the virus is still hitting seniors hard. Good evening. I'm Mike Cherry.
And I'm Monica Hernandez. There are 9 new deaths to report tonight, all people 60 or older. Total deaths have now reached 142.
There are also 81 new cases, including 5 in patients under the age of 18. Total cases confirmed in New Hampshire so far, now 3,239. More than 1,200 people have recovered.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at your COVID-19 in New Hampshire key information. And here's a look at that COVID-19 in New Hampshire key information. There are 3,239 number of people in New Hampshire who have tested positive for COVID-19. 1,408,073 number of people in the United States who have tested positive. 142 number of deaths from COVID-19 in New Hampshire. 319 number of people who have been hospitalized with COVID-19 in New Hampshire. And 83,368 number of deaths from COVID-19 in the United States. This map right here of New Hampshire shows you where current cases of COVID-19 are in towns and cities of New Hampshire. Nashua, 170. And this map here shows you total cases of COVID-19 are in towns and cities of New Hampshire. Nashua, 301. Now let's take a look at this chart here. Let's begin with the new cases each day. In the purple, daily new positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, new hospitalizations. And in the red are the deaths. This chart here, current cases. In the purple, current COVID-19 cases. And in the orange, current hospitalizations. In this chart here, total cases. In the purple, total positive COVID-19 cases. In the orange, total hospitalizations. In the red, deaths. And in the blue, recovered. And this chart here shows you by age group. This chart here shows you by female and male. And this chart here shows you by risk information. This chart here shows you race/ethnicity of cases. And this chart here shows you percent of New Hampshire population. And your common symptoms: fever, lack of smell, cough, chills, and difficult breathing, how it spreads, and prevention tips. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into national news. In national news, state suspending Colorado restaurant's license after it defies health orders. Colorado restaurant gets license suspended for disobeying public health orders. A Colorado restaurant was forced to close just 2 days after a video surfaced of C&C Coffee and Kitchen packed with dozens of unmasked patrons celebrating Mother's Day. Several people can be seen in the video not wearing a mask and sitting close closely together without properly social distancing to help slow the spread of the novel coronavirus. And now let's take a look at the coronavirus updates for the rest of the world. We'll never be completely open until we have a cure, Los Angeles mayor says. We're learning to live with COVID-19, Los Angeles mayor says. Today's biggest developments. Fresno City Council cited for 3 counts of assault. Pakistan reports record daily spike in COVID-19 cases. Russia reports over 10,000 new cases for the 11th straight day. Tulsa can reopen California factory with new safety measures. Hong Kong reports locally transmitted cases for the first time in 23 days. We'll never be completely open until we have a cure, Los Angeles mayor says. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into business news. U.S. stock futures gain following losses in the previous session. Tech shares rise. U.S. stock futures were higher on Wednesday, pointing to a rebound from a sharp sell-off in the previous session. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into weather. First, let's take a look at your radar right now. And here's a look at that radar for all of you right now. As you can see, it's all nice and clear in New Hampshire today. And your weather for right now is sunny, 43 degrees. And the weather for today, sunny to partly cloudy, high 57 degrees, winds west-northwest at 15 to 25 miles per hour. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into traffic. Let's see how the traffic is shaping up on the roadways in New Hampshire today. And here's a look at that traffic for all of you. As you can see in Henniker, all smooth sailing. Hopkinton, smooth sailing with a little spot of medium pace traffic. Bow, Pembroke, and Concord, all smooth sailing. Chichester, smooth sailing. Epsom, smooth sailing with some medium pace traffic. Northwood, smooth sailing with some slow traffic. Lee, smooth sailing with some medium pace traffic. Durham, smooth sailing with some stopped medium and slow pace traffic. Rochester, smooth sailing with some medium pace traffic. Somersworth, smooth sailing. Dover, smooth sailing. And Portsmouth, smooth sailing. Maine, all smooth sailing. Rye, smooth sailing. Northampton, smooth sailing. Hampton, smooth sailing. Seabrook, smooth sailing. Into the border of Massachusetts. 101, all smooth sailing on 101 with some construction and some medium pace traffic. Around Manchester and Huxley area, all smooth sailing. And we have an accident on US 3 Hooksett Road at New Hampshire 28 Maple Street. No recent updates. Around the Manchester Airport, all smooth sailing. Bedford, smooth sailing with some medium and slow paced traffic. Amherst, smooth sailing. And Milford, smooth sailing. Merrimack, smooth sailing. Nashua, smooth sailing. Into the border of Massachusetts. Nashua, Milford, smooth sailing with some medium and slow paced traffic. Manchester, Derry, Windham, Salem, into the border of Massachusetts, all smooth sailing. And that is a look at your traffic this morning for your Wednesday. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into New Hampshire Life. In today's New Hampshire Life segment, 2020 Jericho ATV Festival canceled. Let's take a listen to that video from WMUR News 9.
Beltate's building supply has been classified an essential business, and we take this responsibility very seriously. Now you have the option to place your orders via phone or email to orders@beltates.com for free delivery or curbside pickup. Stay safe because you matter to us.
New this morning, a North Country tradition now canceled because of the coronavirus pandemic. Organizers of the Jericho ATV Festival say the timing and uncertainty surrounding the outbreak has made it just so difficult to plan, and that the risk would put the future of the event in jeopardy. Meanwhile, planning is already underway for the 2021 Jericho ATV Festival. That is set for July 30th and 31st of next year.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's learn how to make Nutella banana bread. Let's take a look at that video from GMA Digital. It looks very yummy. This looks wicked yummy. I would love to try it right now.
Hey everybody, I'm Kat Cora. I'm going to show you my version of this trendy Nutella banana bread. First, I'm going to add my dry ingredients together. First goes in the flour, half a teaspoon of the baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda. Now I'm going to add in my sugar. All right, start mixing that really well. Now I've got my butter goes in. Bananas that I smashed up by hand. Mix that up really well. There we go. Plain Greek yogurt has got billions of probiotics, and it's got a lot of protein. A shot of the special secret ingredient, vanilla. Add in a hint of salt. Just give it a little bit of balance in it. And you're probably wondering when I'm going to add this delicious Nutella in. Well, that's coming up right now. Now I'm going to add this right in. Nutella right here. I'm going to put a little bit in the batter, a couple dollops in the batter. I kind of take this and just kind of swirl it around like this. I do some swirls in there, have a little fun with it. I'm going to swirl it, put it in dollops on top, take a toothpick or even the tip of a knife. Just kind of swirl it in there. Oh wow, look at it. It's like tripled in size. That's a delicious baby right there. Look at that. Here you go. And this is my Nutella banana bread.
That looks very yummy. Nutella banana bread. Looks so yummy. And we're going to switch gears now. Let's go into entertainment news. In entertainment news, Prince Harry makes a rare appearance after royal exit. Let's take a listen to that video from Entertainment Tonight.
Since I was last in The Hague.
Prince Harry speaking out from isolation, all in the name of veterans.
Those individuals that signed up, chose to serve, then had life-changing injuries, they didn't stop there, and that's why it's incredibly impressive, but yet at the same time so incredibly uplifting.
On Monday, the Duke of Sussex made a rare TV appearance via video chat on the BBC series The One Show. He's currently self-isolating with wife Meghan Markle and their one-year-old son, Archie.
For Harry and Meghan, they've had to get used to video conference calling, Zooming, and actually, that has had its advantages for them because they wanted to retain close ties to their British organisations and charities. And I suppose the COVID-19 situation has accelerated that for them.
And the royal couple is reportedly staying at Tyler Perry's $17 million home in Beverly Hills.
Here we are. Welcome, everybody. The One Show got in touch and asked if I could shine a light on a group of veterans that lots of people might not know about.
Harry listened to stories from family members of World War II veterans injured in battle. In particular, soldiers who had received then experimental reconstructive surgery.
He was an amazing man. He was sent down to meet Macindoe down in East Grinstead. And when he met him that evening, Macindoe said, you need new upper eyelids, new lower eyelids. You need a proper nose, and I'll give you a mouth so you can kiss the girls.
Kiss the girls.
And that's what happened.
Harry also provided this lighthearted moment.
Wow, that's unbelievable. So when you met him, can I ask, he had a proper nose and good lips for kissing?
Oh, definitely good lips for kissing, yes.
The surprise appearance follows a special message Harry shared over the weekend.
We should have also been gathering together in the Netherlands to kickstart the Invictus Games 2020 in The Hague. Life has changed dramatically for all of us since I was last in The Hague.
His words came in response to the 2020 Invictus Games not kicking off that weekend as scheduled due to the coronavirus pandemic.
I hope all of those in the Invictus family are coping well and supporting each other through this challenging time.
A founder of the event, Harry praised the veterans and families who participate in the games.
I continue to hear amazing stories of families coming together over online platforms, but please look out for those that have gone quiet or that are no longer visible on the chat sites. You guys are the best at this, so I have no doubt that you're all rallying around and supporting one another.
The two digital appearances mark a change of pace for Harry, who's kept a relatively low profile since transitioning to life separate from the royal family at the end of March.
There was a lot of concern over just how involved Harry would be with his UK charities when he left Britain. But in fact, I'm told that he's very much in touch with most of the charities and organisations every week, phone calls, video conference calls. He wants to hear how these charities are doing. He wants to know how he might be able to help. So he's still very involved with these causes. He may be thousands of miles away from us over in LA, but he's still touching base very regularly with charities and organisations that he's worked with over here for, in some cases over a decade.
Okay, and there you go on that video and that report. And now let's take a look at those famous birthdays for today. Let's see which celebrities are celebrating a birthday today. And happy birthday to all of these celebrities. We hope they have a wonderful birthday and a wonderful day. And thank you for joining us for this morning edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, everyone. I'll see you back here tomorrow for another edition of Good Morning New Hampshire. Goodbye, everyone.